Hi guys, it's me Christy and I'm here today with a sort of again a different one, but I've had it before I think. And this is The Strain, the book versus the television show that I've been watching. Because since there's the television show, I was like, why not read and watch the show at the same time? That way I can spot the differences immediately and then sort of write down my thoughts. So first we're gonna talk about the book. And the book in itself is very cool. So it's like a sci-fi version of what it's like for vampires, and it takes place in New York, and it's just like a different. It's like a twist to the normal vampire story, and it's written, of course. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, by Guillermo del Toro and Chuck Hogan. It's a pretty cool team up. And I like how it was in New York, so there are so many different viewpoints, there's so many different cultures, and the thing is, all of these cultures are all affected by the same thing, which is the arrival of the Master, who is here to sort of take over the world. And okay, so the first thing that was nice about it is the multiple viewpoints, and not just the multiple viewpoints, but the fact that each and every viewpoint, besides the main character and the minor characters, they all have their own distinct voice. Like, I remember reading this one passage about a woman who was abused, and her husband. Wait, I'm not sure if this is a spoiler, but I suppose you would have read this part, or like, because it wasn't shown in the TV show. So I don't know. I guess spoilers or whatever. So she like comes home and she's finally free of her abuser, only to find him upstairs and he's infected, and that's worse. And then she like goes at him and like kills him, but she gets infected too. So it's just that viewpoint was just really like pretty real actually, so that was cool. And then in the book there's less rivalry and more action. I noticed that I felt very tired. I was very anxious while reading this, because like I have to know what happens next, but it's so thick, and you can only read so many pages a day. So I like how all the characters, despite of course there's the main part where they don't know each other and then they end up trusting each other and stuff like that, but it was more of action rather than the rivalry, like egos clashing or whatever. And then the third thing I liked is that the main character is much more focused. Like in The Strain, he's focused on finding the cause of the breakout, stopping it, realizing it's vampirism, and still trying to do his job. Like, he's on point about it, and despite the fact his personal life isn't going so well, his professional life isn't going as well either, but he's doing his best. And I really admired that. That's why I liked the main character here. And then his I'm not gonna say sidekick, because she's his partner, Nora from the CDC, Center for Disease Control. They're basically partners in like finding what's I think it's for health reasons in the States. I don't know. So, well, I mean, it's pretty much explaining. They're doctors. Here in the book, she's just as focused, just as on point. Like, she's just as brilliant as the main character, F. And I really, really enjoyed that. I'm like, wow, she's kick butt. I like her. And not just that, she's not. She's basically a person. You know what I'm saying? She's a person who's smart, and she's fighting vampires too. That's cool. And then the fifth thing was for a start of a series, it was action packed, gave you some facts, but still left some mystery, left you wanting more. It's basically a good first start if you read the book anyway. So that, and here also they focus on teamwork. Like, also the other main character, Abraham Citrakian, he had his basically stint as a vampire hunter, but he was all alone. But so when he found F and Nora, and then later on Fett, it was like they had a good sense of teamwork. It wasn't a struggle. There wasn't like egos clashing. It was pretty, like, they were focused in the book, and that they were written to do what they had to do, and they did it, and I liked it. It was good. So if you want to read this, go ahead. Okay, now for the TV show. I'll put that down. I'll put like words here or something. Okay, the TV show. I was watching the television show, or rather, like, watching online and stuff, and like by the time I hit episode 7, they were introducing characters that I've never seen before, because I was still reading book 1. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop now and keep reading the book, because I was like, if these characters weren't here before, I'm pretty sure they're in book 2, so I'm just not gonna spoil myself too much, so I did that. And then F is confused, and he's like scatterbrained, he's too emotional, and I really didn't like that, because I mean, I get, for plot, like, I get it, it builds up the drama, but it was just so annoying. Like, I get it, you're a person, and you think vampirism is like a fantasy, a myth, but then the facts are like right there, even for like the duration of the TV show, he refers to it as a strain, as a parasite, as a sickness, which in a way, yes, it is. But it sort of took away the fun myth element of it for me. And then and also, like, he's more focused on his emotions and his family problems and blah 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 blah. The next one is Nora is also just as emotional, if not more, and it was really annoying because she came off, to me anyway, as like the crying female sidekick who's there as a love interest because it's the end of the world, there's literally no one else. It's just she is like, yeah, she's a smart, she's just as smart, she's just brilliant, but I think yeah, I saw like more of the human side, like, you're scared, you don't know what's going on, so you're confused, but at the same time, what I liked about her in the book was not exactly translated into the TV show. I don't know, maybe it'll get better, but that's just my first impression anyway. And then there was rivalry between F and Fett. So like, I already got to book 2 by this point, and I realized, like, in book 1 they got along, mostly because they were mutually discovering how to deal and kill vampires and stuff like that. But in the TV show, they were just like rivalries, and I was like, I don't like this. No, because in the book they're not. And they also changed some scenes, like, from the book for the TV show, which I also get, because in the book you're just explained things, but on a TV show you're not, so they have to make it so it's explained to the audience. And so I noticed that, but I can understand that. And then the last thing was they changed, I think, certain character traits from the book in the TV show. I can't exactly point them all out right now, but I just know that they did that, and I was not happy about that. But that's it. For a TV series, if you haven't read the book, it's pretty good. But I was reading the book while watching the TV series. I have sort of mixed emotions. Like, yeah, it's okay, but at the same time, I guess it could be better. But what else can you do? Because that's just how they decided to interpret it, So yeah, that's it. Like, I would definitely recommend, if you enjoy sci-fi, horror, or action, pick up The Strain. But if you're not much of a reader, then watch the TV show. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!